Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, it is our second class quadratic equation part second. In this we will discuss question number 2 of exercise 4.1, which is represent the problem situation in the form of quadratic equation. First part, the area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. The length of the plot is more than twice its breadth. We need to find the length and the breadth of the plot. Here we see the area of the plot A is 528 meters square, where length of the plot is given as 2 times of breadth plus 1, twice of the breadth plus 1. And what is the breadth of the plot? It is unknown, so let us assume let the breadth of the plot is x. Let the breadth of plot is x. So therefore area would be equal to length into breadth, which we know, and which implies that area is 528 and length would become 2 times of x plus 1 into breadth, which is x. Okay, which implies that 528 is equal to 2x into x, 2x square plus x into 1 x, which implies that 2x square plus x minus 528 is equal to 0. So this is the representation of this problem situation in the form of quadratic equation. This equation is similar to the standard equation like ax square plus bx plus minus c is equal to 0. Okay. Now we will solve this quadratic equation so that we get length and breadth of the given plot. What is the quadratic equation which we obtain? It is 2x square plus x minus 528 is equal to 0. In order to solve this equation for x, we have different methods like factorization method by completing the square and by using quadratic formula. Another method is graphing method, but we will solve this equation by means of factorization method. And what is factorization method? In factorization method, we will split this middle term x in such a manner that if we add or subtract the two terms which we obtained by splitting this middle term, the product must be equal to the product of first and last term. And if we add or subtract these two parts, we get the middle term. So let us see what is the product of first and last term. It is 528 into 2x square, which is equal to 1056 x square. Let us see what are the factors of 1056. 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16, 2 2s are 4, 2 6 are 12, 2 4s are 8, 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, 2 6 are 12, 2 6 are 12, 2 33 is 66. In this manner we see 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32. We get two terms here, 32 and 33. If we will multiply this 32 with 33, we get 1056. And if we subtract 32 from 33, we get 1. So our equation would be like that: 2x square plus 33x minus 32x minus 528. So we shall see here what is the common in these two terms and in these terms. In the first two terms we see x is common in both the terms, so it would become x, we will take x as common, there will remain 2x plus 33 minus we will take 16 as common and there remains x minus plus x plus 33, that would be equal to 0, which implies that x minus 16, and here again we see 2x plus 33, it is common, it is in both the terms, so we will take it as common. It would be x minus 16 into 2x plus 33 is equal to 0, which implies that x minus 16 is equal to 0 or 2x plus 13 is equal to 0, which implies that x is equal to 16 and here x would be equal to minus 33 by 2. Since breadth can't be negative, so therefore the breadth of the plot is 16 meter and the length of the similar plot would be 2 into x, mean 2 into 16 plus 1, that is equal to 2 16 are 32 plus 1 33 meter respectively answer. Okay my dear, it was first part of your question number 2 of the exercise 4.1. Let us see what is the second part of this exercise. It is the product of two consecutive positive integers is 306. The product of two positive consecutive integers is 306. We need to find the integers. We need to find the integers. Let we see. We know that the consecutive integers are the integers which come one after the other. Let we assume, let the first or one integer is x, then the consecutive integer will be x plus 1, or in other word we can say let the two consecutive integers are x and x plus 1. So according to question, x into x plus 1 is equal to 306. Okay, which implies that x into x, x square, plus x into 1, x is equal to 306. You can write it as x square plus x minus 306 is equal to 0. This is the standard form of quadratic equation. So your question is represented in the form of quadratic equation. Now let us solve this quadratic equation to find the value of x or to find out the two consecutive integers. So in order to solve this equation, again we will use factorization method, and for factorization method we have to split this middle term so that its addition, its sum or product, sum or subtraction must be equal to the middle term, and its product must be equal to the product of first and the last term. And what is the product of first and last term? It is 306 x square. So let us find what are the two terms. 3 ones are 3, 300, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9, 3 fours are 12, 2 17s are 34. Here we see a pair of the numbers. 3 threes are 9, 9 twos are 18, and another is 17. If we multiply this 18 with 17, we get 306 x square, and if we subtract this, we get 1x. So the given equation would be as x square plus 17x minus 18x minus 306 is equal to 0. Y plus 17x minus 18x, we see it should be minus 17x plus 18x, because the middle term is positive. The middle term is positive, so the bigger term must be positive, and their product, one term is positive and the another is negative, their product must be negative, as 306 is negative. Okay, now see what is common here. X is common in both the terms, x square minus 7x. It would be x minus 17 plus what is common here? It is 18, which is common here. X minus 17 is equal to 0, which implies that x plus 18 into x minus 17 is equal to 0. Either x plus 18 is equal to 0 or x minus 17 is equal to 0, which implies that x is equal to minus 18 and here x is equal to 17. Since in the question it is given that the consecutive integers are positive integers, so x, we will take 17 as the value of x. Therefore the two consecutive integers are 17 and 17 plus 1, that is 18. This is your answer. Now I hope you will solve the other two questions.